Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another Obby Creator video. My name is Roro Studios, and today we're going to begin working on the Citadel for Ring 2 of my JTOH rings in Obby Creator. I started this ring after I finished Tower of Superception, which was 6 months ago. So I've been working on this ring, just this main part for 6 months, but if I had played more, I definitely could get it done faster. Oh, I'm also joined by my sister, I forgot to say that.
Hello.
We've basically completed this main one. We're at part limit, basically. There's one more tower I need to build here, which is going to have to wait until the part limit gets increased. But the Soul Crushing and Citadel are going to be in another Obby slot. And so we're going to begin on the Citadel, and so I'm pretty excited. I really don't know what I'm going to do for the Soul Crushing tower yet, but I guess we'll have to see. That'll probably be sometime after the Citadel, though. But first, in the 12-hour video, I built this tower. Where each floor is kind of a puzzle sort of thing. I had no idea what to name it, so I asked for name suggestions in the comments. And the one I forgot to do this last Obby Creator video, but the name I chose was Tower of Head Scratching from this comment here. Tower of Hand Sweating Moment, and also Tower of True Skill Moment, and also Tower of True Skill Moment again, and also Tower of Deep Darkness. No, that's not. That's this one. Tower of Deep. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are just named the same as JTOH towers, but that's not really a problem. And there already is a tower in Ring 1 with the same acronym, but it's fine. Oh, I also put this. What does this say? Oh yeah, yes, there are 2 towers with the same acronym. So what? Like Ring 1 Citadel, my JTOH rings are gonna have a storyline to them. So I've mentioned before that this ring is what's supposed to be where you went to after the Ring 1 Citadel. The Ring 1 Citadel exploded, everything fell down, because Ring 1's in the sky, and therefore so is that Citadel. And so there are destroyed Citadel parts here, like this and the wind room, which is there. You can't really see that. You know what? I'll just load the Citadel here. This is the ID for Ring 2. For the Citadel, it's the same thing, but 6 instead of 8 at the end. Okay, so here's the Citadel for Ring 1. So I'll kind of recap the storyline here. So basically, it starts by, these first 3 floors are kind of normal. Then floor 4 and 5 is the first boss fight. So you fight this. Yeah. After you win this boss fight, you go up here, which takes you to the next floor. Then from there, you continue until you get to the next boss fight. It turns out that Lord Shark was actually that person, so you can see him here. After you complete the boss fight, then you go here. I don't know what happened to this texture. It looked better before. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. Anyway, you continue the tower again. Then at the end, you have these 5 phases thing at the end. So button, mayhem, floor crossing, client, object, frenzy, named after the JTOH tower. Can't let go, because that's also the song playing there, and everything's a fading part. And then the final boss fight. The very end of the tower is this outside section, and so Shark is like, no, please don't. What we were trying to convey here was that, it's kind of hard to do this the way we really wanted to. But obviously, Shark is acting differently, not really, because isn't it a common thing that when you almost won in any story, the antagonist is please don't, or something? Anyway, then here's the initiate self-destruct sequence, or does that say, oh, okay. Well, it's impossible to make it to that fake wind pad, and then you get to this room. Here, it says right here, Shark seemed to not be himself at the last moments of that final battle. What if there are more towers? Whatever. So that's kind of hinting towards Ring 2. And that the storyline of everything is definitely not over. And so if we load back into Ring 2, we see Shark, and also hashtags, because I don't know why I did that. So Shark says, where is this? Last thing I can remember is constructing the Tower of Low Parts. That's the tower in Ring 1. Then I remember waking up in a bunch of explosions of a Citadel high in the sky. I feel like I was the one who caused the explosion, but unwillingly. So Shark is not acting as the antagonist now. You might be able to figure out what is the idea here. I don't want to reveal all the storyline yet. I think it would be cooler if I kind of revealed that as we build the Citadel. But I will go ahead and make it clear that there are essentially 2 Sharks. There's me, an actual real-life human who builds towers in Obby Creator and makes videos of doing so and posts them on YouTube. That's the actual Shark, and then there's the Shark in the storyline. So that would be this Shark here. By the way, Shark is my username, if you couldn't tell. I guess now we can begin on the Citadel. Let's go ahead and buy the Obby slot. If I could actually click. Okay, it's not letting me buy the Obby slot. Hold on, let me rejoin. Okay, I'm back. Please, please, please.
I don't have enough gems.
Oh, I don't? Oh, well, that explains a lot. I think I'm gonna delete this one, Obby Creator part tier list. Actually, here's what I'll do. I made a tier list of all the parts in Obby Creator right here for a video, which will be in the top right. You can check that out in the top right corner. So here's this. Over here was where I took the screenshot for the 12-hour video. One of them anyway. So I'm gonna start building the Citadel on this Obby slot. Then once I have enough gems to buy another one, then I'll save this as a pre-made and move it to a different one. So, and that'll work. But yes, if you want to come play the Citadel, here is the Obby ID right here, 65550316 #11. So let's start by building the frame. So to do that, let's just scale this out all the way. It should be 190 or like 190. There we go. Then I like to make like these bigger towers, I guess, like the Soul Crushing and Citadel, be 65 by 65. And I'm building it on another Obby slot because of part limit. Because this is going to require a lot of parts, obviously, when I'm done. I'm going to be really annoyed if this actually isn't centered, so I'm just going to check again. And yeah, while I'm doing this, the Citadel is going... Okay, if you didn't know, there's that clock, which is even more annoying than the other one. And so I have to just stop every time that goes off. I don't really know how it works. Like, that time it only did 1, but sometimes it does, like, 8. Anyway, that tried to interrupt me. But the name of the Citadel is going to be Citadel of... Wait for it. Abstraction. Whoa. So it'll kind of make more sense. Yeah, so this is going to be called Citadel of Abstraction. Because reasons that you'll see as we build it. And also let me put a random teleporter here. That will teleport you there, so you can actually get to it. Now, about how the series is going to work, most likely it's going to be similar to the Tower of Superception series, in that I'm going to be building one floor each video. If I post one of these videos every week, and then even if the Citadel is the shortest it can be for it to actually be a Citadel, that would meaning it's 15 floors, it would still take like 4 months to build, and that's assuming I actually post these every week, which I'm going to want to do like playing requested Obby's videos and other Obby Creator videos. So I'm definitely going to try to sometimes build more than one floors. Like with Tower of Superception, each floor had like five layers to it, and so I felt like I kind of had to put something in every one of those layers, and so that made each floor longer. But whereas on this, each floor can be a lot shorter if I wanted it to. I don't really know what I'm building here, but in this video, we're going to build like 1 or 2 floors. Honestly, since I've spent so long talking about stuff about the Citadel, we're probably just going to build 1 so that this isn't too long. It's not going to be like that special of a floor, I suppose. Like, it's just going to be basic gameplay. Like, it's not going to be a particular scene, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not like ocean-themed or forest-themed or something. It's just a tower. But yeah, there's a few other things. I've recently been asking for, I'm kind of just placing parts randomly here, for tower suggestions for me to build. And so what I'll probably end up doing is on some floors, instead of building its own tower, it's going to be its own floor in the Citadel. If I build 1 floor each video, or even if it's 2, that's still the entire video. So it's like basically this is going to be the same as if it were its own tower. So like in the 12-hour video, I did a tower where every part is an ice part. So like I could do that as a floor, like just make everything an ice part. Now when I built that tower in the 12-hour video, there was like kind of a storyline to it. Not really, but like you had to go collect the dream crystal in the depths of the crystal caverns. But with this, it would just be every part is icy. Maybe I do something like that, but not that much, I guess. And difficulty. I'm not really sure what difficulty I'm going to try to make this. I think for now we'll do like remorseless difficulty, because I know it's going to end up being much more difficult than that. So we'll just say it's remorseless for now, but just note that there's a high probability of that not being the case forever. Okay, I don't really know what I was doing here. You jump up here, and then up here, and then up here, and then across a tightrope, which is alignable. How about along the edges of this room we put kind of a ledge that you jump up to? I don't know, I think that'd be kind of cool. This will like extend down, so like there's not just a bunch of empty space. I would need to wait for money for that. Also, I fixed the corner clips in all my towers, except for Tower of Pre-Made Parade in the Tower Graveyard slot. I still need to do that one. But it took literally forever on Tower of Superception since there's like 5 trillion corner clips on that. But that is finally done, so they are possible once again. Because, yeah, this comment told me that apparently the developer of the game is not going to add like a corner clip part or anything like that to fix that. But this comment said to make it so that it's a click button and then it spawns a teleporter that just teleports to the other side of the corner clip. So that's what I did for that. So yeah, I don't think I'll do any corner clips in towers from now on just because it's not at all a corner clip. It's just clicking a button. And so that seems kind of pointless to do. Okay, I really don't know what exactly I'm doing. I'm just kind of placing parts randomly. But my sister's coming in and adding neon to stuff to make that look better. Now, I think maybe we'll try and... maybe it would be cool if we continue this neon theme throughout most of the tower. And it'll kind of get... It won't be just like super repetitive because it's going to change as the tower goes on. Because it'll kind of go with the storyline. Which, again, we will find out later on in this series. Now, how about we put a 1 stud here? I'll rotate it just, or a half stud, I mean. I'll rotate it just a little bit, and you don't need to put any neon on this. But yeah, I think, yeah, that's good. I like that. That matches the difficulty well. Now, on here, we're gonna make it so you jump to this, but that's not possible. I just tested it. Oh, wait, never mind. I guess it is. Well, there, now it's definitely not possible. So you'll jump up these. We put a wraparound here, too. And then this jump isn't quite possible. But what if we add a truss here? There we go. Now let me just test it. Okay, you can't make that jump. Let me make it so you can. There we go. Since I've already been making this floor entirely purist, I guess I'll keep that going. And yes, I changed my mind. We're going to be building more than one floor here. But let's finish building this. And I think I do want to put in a character model. But in a few minutes, we have to, like, leave and go do something. And then in, like, 2 hours, I guess... It might be more than that. We'll come back, and during that time, we can think about how we're going to do that. So, like, put in the character models, I mean. But let's do a truss walk here with ladder flicks. So we can just do something like that. If the Citadel ends up being higher than Remorseless, that's not really supposed to be a thing in JTOH, but like I said before, this isn't JTOH, so it's fine. If there's a soul-crushing Citadel. There we go, that made it possible to get over here. And now we just put some ladder flicks. I think I like the difficulty of these. So let's make them like 3 kind of truss sections apart. Like this. And I think probably 3 will be good. I don't want to spam jumps because that's repetitive and boring. So here you'll climb up and then... Yeah, you can ladder flick down there. It's just you can do that from here. Let's make it so that right here you'll press a button kind of as you jump down, I guess. So like right here will be a good spot for it. And also, I kind of want to just keep this floor the same color. So that this isn't, like, just some random color that has nothing to do with the rest of the floor. Let's make it another, like, grayscale color. So this works. And I made it can collide false so that you can't jump on top of the button. However, in order to jump to that, the jump isn't even possible. So maybe this will fix that. So by pressing that button, it's going to activate platforms, I guess over here, since there's nothing really over here, that you'll use to get up to a section. Maybe that'll be the end of the floor, but if it's not, it's going to be almost the end of the floor. But like I said, that's not the end of this video, because we're going to be building another floor. And before you press the buttons, we'll make it so you can see where they will activate. That just kind of blends in too well. It's too similar of a color. So let's make it darker. Yeah, that's good. And let's change that too. And when you press that gray button, then you're going to have to ladder flick around. Or you could just jump down here and then do that. Okay, we're back, and so I linked up the button, and so what you'll do is you'll go down this way, and then you do this again, go across the 1 studs, climb up, then right here there's a button deactivator, so it'll deactivate the button, and then you'll jump on top of this, where you'll go across the tightrope. We also went ahead and added in the 2nd floor, put kill bricks on top of here, and added NPCs. The spawn, like where you first get teleported, is right here. So the player says, so you don't remember anything about me having to defeat you 3 times to destroy Citadel of Eternal Corruption. Nope, not in the slightest. I don't remember even... I don't remember ever the Citadel, any of it. Let me fix that. There we go. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't going to put NPCs here, but I changed my mind. Once you get up here, Shark says, why does this place seem vaguely familiar? And that's where I put them. So yeah, we are gonna build the next floor. I don't know if I said I changed my mind, but I did. Just because this floor was actually rather short to build. Let's put a platform here that you kind of have to long jump to. And then we'll put wraparounds on it. We'll do like a 10 stud wraparound. Well, we don't actually have room for a 10 stud wraparound very much, so an 8 stud will be fine. So you'll do that. Then let's put a half stud here. So you'll jump up the 1 studs to where you'll jump to here. Oh, and also the button, I think I said something about this floor being purist, and it was other than the button. I think we won't do that on this floor. So like, I think next we should put a conveyor launch. Actually, let's put it up a little bit so you don't accidentally hit it when doing the wraparound. So that should be fine. And then let's change the speed to like 65. Yep, that's good. From there, you'll land on this truss. And then let's put a ladder flick. Or like truss flick, I mean. So we can do that, and then another one up here. Actually, this is way too tall. Yeah, that's fine. But you'll ladder flick up. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a roof above here. So actually, let me do this, and you'll just ladder flick up to here. But I guess it's not possible if you can't go into climbing animation. But that fixes that. Next, I think we should do a push box. Well, after this, I think I want to put one of those, like, wall hug thingies. I don't know if they really have a name. But it's going to be, like, a ledge like this. You have to walk carefully across if you don't want to fall off. So, just like this. Then a platform here, which, can you jump to? Yeah, you can. So to make a push box section, we need the destroyers, which we just set this property to true. Then let's just make it, like, that color. That's fine. This should be fine. And then let's put the push box button here. I took some inspiration from Tower of Client Object Frenzy in GTOH. There's like a push box along a conveyor thingy here. Once you press the button, let's make it so that it activates platforms down here that you'll use to press another button that you'll use to be able to get off of this kill brick thing. Because I don't want it to activate something and then you go over here because then you'll jump to it from there. Or you could. Alright, I got that working. You'll press this button, which activates this down here, which then you'll press this button, which I have not connected to anything yet, but it will be connected to these. And then you'll jump to here. This is going to be a non-button activated platform. Oh, this is a 10-stud wrap, by the way. You also have to do it on the left side. The reason I made it so you couldn't jump from here was so that you couldn't do that. I guess you could still make that shortcut, but all that's really skipping is just jumping down and then jumping up these red cubes. So that's, I don't really care about that much. How about a cylinder wraparound now? Let's make it like 6. From here, you'll jump to this truss. Yeah, I think I like the difficulty of that jump. And then you'll climb up to floor 3. And I think there will be a ceiling above here, because floor 3 is where things are going to start to get interesting. Let me show you what I built here. So the Obby ID is this right here if you want to come play this, 65550316 #11. Let me change the name. So if you walk through this random tier list, then you'll go to that teleporter. Let me make another one that takes you to floor 2. And I also need to connect the button. Hold on. I'll obviously make the lobby room look a lot better at some point, but that's not today. Oh yeah, that's where I set floor 2 to, the teleporter to. I don't know why I jumped to that one. This is the start. So the player says, so you don't remember anything about me having to defeat you 3 times to destroy Citadel of Eternal Corruption? Nope, not in the slightest. I don't remember the Citadel, you, or any of it. And so you jump up here, and I thought about making the floor kill bricks, but I decided not to. Then you can go across this tightrope that you can use alignment on. And so then you jump here, and then Shark says, why does this place seem vaguely familiar? And so you jump, this is kind of like a long jump, but because it goes up a little bit more. Oh, you can probably make that jump, can't you? You can't high jump up to here, but you probably can get to the tightrope. Okay, well, let's just raise the tightrope up a little bit. So this should be fine, and then we want to raise this up by, I think, like 1 stud should be fine. Anyway, once you get to this, you jump up here, if I can actually do that. There we go. And then you do this 3 stud stick out, and then you jump here, and then this ladder flicking section. Okay, these are actually kind of annoying, so I'm going to nerf them to 3 studs. There we go. And then you'll climb up, then you ladder flick, press the button, and then once you do that, I might have mentioned it being a timed button, or like it might have been, but I decided that won't be the case. So it's a permanent button, well, until you get to the button deactivator. But you do this, and then this blocks you from going like the normal route, and I realized another shortcut that you can probably take. Yeah, okay, that's an issue. Well, let's make this go a little bit into the next floor then, so like that's fine right here. And so this should angle downward, actually. Oh, there we go, that worked perfectly. Alright, there, but since you pressed the button, you go across the 1 studs, climb up, then jump here, and then that'll deactivate the button. But then you jump here, go across the tightrope. Again, it's alignable, I think. I didn't check, but it probably is. You do this wraparound, and then jump to the 1 studs, half studs, but you'll climb up them, and then go on top of the wraparound, and then jump to here. You'll ladder flick up, and go across here, and then you have the push box section. This button respawns the push box, and so you want to push it through here. That is kind of a small gap right here, but it is possible. There. Then you want to push it over to this conveyor, and then if you don't do that, you can hit the button. It is possible, I tested it. There we go, I got it. I think I do want to nerf this a little bit. Let's make this like 8 instead. It's a little bit slower. But there, now that I've pressed this button, these red platforms down here have activated. So we can do these jumps. And then you go up the half studs to press this red button. Now I put this barrier here so you can't shortcut down to there, but you'll go back across, which I think is possible. I didn't test it. It's not. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's also going to be a stud here, or half stud that you can jump to. It's not activated because I would need to press the button again since I like copied and pasted it. There, yeah, it does work. I just put this temporary part in here. So yes, that's possible, but you want to go back up here, and then back here, where you'll jump down, go up these red cubes. You can probably just jump, like, to this one or something. Actually, this one doesn't even need to be there. Let's delete it. Then a 10 stud wraparound, but it's left-sided and it's really hard to see. So let's actually make it like an 8 stud. Actually, no, a 9 stud. There we go. And then you jump to this, which I want to change the color of this. This is going to be like a truss flick thing, but let me change the color so it's easier to see. There we go. I think you'll be able to just do that. Yeah, perfect. And so you'll do the cylinder wraparound, then you'll jump to the truss, where you'll climb up, and that's where floor 3 is going to be. So that's going to be it for today's video. That is beginning Citadel of Abstraction. I was saying something about keeping the neon theme consistent. I don't think I'll do that, actually. And as to how many floors this is going to be, it's going to be at least 15, since that's how many floors a Citadel has at minimum, but I'm not sure in total. But like the Tower of Superception series, I'm going to go over what I built in each video at the end of it. Then, at the end of the series, I'll show this entire Citadel start to finish. Again, here's the Obby ID if you wish to come play this. If you have any predictions on what you think what's going to happen in the storyline, then feel free to leave a comment. And I'll probably be building some floors based off comments too. Like instead of a tower, it's a floor in the Citadel. So if you don't want to miss any of the future videos in the series, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. I'm definitely excited to build more floors to this. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.
Bye.